The Wolf Moon in January and Wolf Moon legends and stories. First, I wanted to talk about what the Wolf Moon is. It appears once a year in January, and Native Americans say that their powers are amplified under the Wolf Moon. Wolves howl up at the moon. They do this to call other wolf members as well as warnings. Wolves are out a lot more in January, and it's their mating season. Their mating season actually starts in January, the first few months of the year. That could be another reason why they tend to howl so much more in January. The wolf moon is a full moon, and legend has it that it's related to Native American tribes, and they named the January full moon the wolf moon because the Great Spirit put the wolf spirit in the sky to look after the evening star. The wolf spirit is considered to be a guardian, and it has ties to the moon. It is also said that the wolf sings songs to honor the moon. Wolves are very resourceful, and they're expressive creatures. Wolves are linked and associated with shamans, witches, and the moon. The sun god Apollo is associated with wolves by the ancient Greeks. In the 16th century, Blessed Sebastian de Eparchio, his life was saved by a she-wolf in 1514. In Sebastian's village, the bubonic plague had spread pretty widely, and his parents put him in isolation because he had it. He was in the woods all by himself in this little hidden shelter that they made, and he only could just lie down because of his illness. A she-wolf had found him, and she licked and she bit his infection spot, and he started to heal right away after that happened. The Northern American Seneca tribes, they believe that wolves sang the moon into existence. There's a cool legend, it's also kind of sad, it's called the Kuakuatsu legend by the Innu Nation, and they say that the moon is so lonely because it had a lover named Kuakuatsu, and they used to live together in the spirit world. And every night they would just wander the sky together. But a trickster spirit that was jealous, and this trickster spirit wanted the moon all up for himself, he told Kuakuatsu that the moon wanted flowers, and he told him to go to Earth and pick these flowers. So Kuakuatsu took the shape of a wolf and didn't realize that he would not be able to return once he left the spirit world, because you won't be able to come back. So now, every night, Kuakuatsu looks up at the moon and howls out her name, but now he can just see her. He can never touch her again. A good book that I read, it's not related to the moon, but it's called Women Who Run with Wolves, and it talks about women's powers and instincts and how in tune that we are with ourselves and how we need to listen to our own intuition. I actually used to do full moon gatherings, and I used to call it Women That Run with Wolves. It was named after that book. But I would talk about, in our gathering, we would talk about that book and just women's instincts, and I would do like little tarot card readings and stuff. It was a lot of fun. There's a great song called Wolf Moon by Typo Negative, and it compares a woman to a wolf. It's a great song. It even mentions at the very beginning of it, it talks about on the 28th day, and when women get their periods, and full moons are at the end of the month on the 28th day. So when you think about it, women's cramps can be compared to the pain of a person turning into a wolf. Also, empaths are like wolves. We're sensitive and in tune with our instincts. I'm an empath, and I feel that wolfy kind of instinct, on all levels. And vampires, they compare vampires to narcissists on how they drain people's energy. I wrote a children's book called Only on a Full Moon, and I mention in that book the wolf moon. I've always loved the moon and its different cycles, but I have to say the wolf moon is my favorite because I say that I'm born under the wolf moon because I was born just so close to it, and I feel so drawn to it. Leave a comment below if you are familiar with anything that I mentioned in the video. And this year, the wolf moon's going to be on January 28th, 2021. Thanks for listening.